Good morning, everyone. My name is Dobby. Today is Sunday, September the 15th, and that can mean only one thing. We're starting today on the Voodoo Love pattern, on the Voodoo bunny cell that I am doing with Luthean Art Shop, and we are just going to work on this gorgeousness. I am absolutely obsessed with this pattern and I couldn't wait to start. And I was just like so angry at myself that I decided that the start date is going to be the 15th because this pattern initially was the exclusive pattern for Luthean Art Shop's Patreon. So I had it since the beginning of September, and I really wanted to start on that. It is absolutely gorgeous. It makes me smile. The colors are just like perfect, and I just couldn't wait. However, if I already said that I'm going to do a sale, I'm doing a sale, and we are starting on the correct date. So yeah, I do hope that you got the pattern and you can join me with that. That would be amazing. If you do, let me know. And if you don't and you are just like stitching on something else, I'm so sorry, stitching on something else, let me know. I just started laughing, sorry, because my boyfriend just passed the door with the cat on his shoulder sitting like a bloody parrot. So yeah. And basically, as today is Sunday and we are officially on holidays now, so we're both at home. Cats are going crazy. Boyfriend is chilling at the moment, watching some YouTube videos. So if you hear something, do not worry, it's not outside, especially not like the police stuff and so on. He's probably watching dashcam videos. So yeah, but let's go back to stitching. So I am absolutely in love with this pattern, and if you are just joining us in this stitch along or start along even, please let me know. That would be amazing. If you are on Instagram, please leave your Instagram handle so we can just watch each other's progress as well. That would be fantastic. And yeah, let's start on that. As you can see, I have some colors here. These are the first 4 colors that are used in the lettering, and just look how gorgeous they are. I am so in love with this 3845. I don't know why. It's just like recently I've been drawn to anything that is just like on the bluish palette, but it's just like this one is so beautiful. So yeah, I prepared like my teeny tiny floss drops and so on. So, and I am going to stitch that on a no-name fabric with no known count that I got, I think, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, during like a stitchy market and so on. So I have no idea what that is. However, I think that this fabric, because I was just trying throughout all these years, I was trying to stitch something on that, and nothing looked good. The colors were just like totally off on it. I think that it was waiting for this specific pattern, because just like look with the first floss toss, it's just like it's perfection. It's perfection. I just cannot wait. And so you know that at the moment I am working off my master set with the flosses. However, for projects like that, when there is less colors and there's just like more of repetition of the color, so I prepare like these tiny floss drops. So this is just like a bit of cardboard. It's not a cardboard, it's more like a bit thicker craft paper, and I just like use the punchers to do the holes. As you can see, they're just El Cheapos from Amazon, and they're just getting a bit dull not dull, blunt, sorry, in the cutting part. So some of the parts are just like not perfect, but I don't care because they are not to last. They are not designed to be last. They are just like to be used now, and this is like a piece of paper, so I can just grab a pen, put a number in here. I'm just like putting the name of the project on the back here, and I can just like have them like that. Then I drop that in my project bag, and that's it. So yeah, but let's start. So let me just grab the first one, and on my Lowry stand, as you know, you have just like this hooks and things. This hole is perfect for the one of the metal parts, and on the bigger hole you can just like put it over one of the things that are there, and your floss cards are close to you. Of course, I am not going to have it like hanging there for too long, probably, if the cats notice that. So, but for the time being, I'm going to be happy. So, our first thread is out of the floss card, and now you can hear the cat scratching on the door because my boyfriend had to go to the bedroom and close the door. So yeah, this is a no-no. So today, basically, be prepared. You're going to be a part of this amazing thing called Stitch with Me, and also Count with Me, because of course the fabric is not gridded, so we need to now rely on my ability to count. So let me move the fabric a bit towards me. I'm just going to see if that's a good setup, if I need to change anything. No, I think that we see the needle properly. Okay, and again, I need to do the loop start on the other side, and I think that this fabric is like around, I would say, 28 count. So I'm going to stitch 2 over 2 here. Did I loop you? Yes, you are being looped. Awesome. So we are starting. So as I mentioned, we are now officially on holidays, and today is Sunday, and we are flying to Ireland on Tuesday. Our friend, oh my god, sorry, I just need to get it closer because I don't see the holes from this one. So our friend is driving us to the airport, but I truly need to start packing. I am a bit worried about myself because I am usually, when I'm going somewhere and it's not just like a weekend getaway or something, I will start packing 2 weeks before. Not this time. I didn't have time for that. So yesterday I got one of the laundry baskets. I just dropped it on the floor and started throwing in stuff. Okay, we have a cat here, but she hasn't noticed the threads yet. Good. Okay. So I just started dropping anything that I think that I will be needing in there. There's going to be like lots of editing of the content of the basket. So wish me luck, because this is going to be fun. In general, I absolutely hate packing. And this is the innate need to be prepared for everything. So we are going for 12 days. And I already prepared like about 17 pairs of underwear, 19 pairs of socks, and I decided that this is not enough. So I ordered myself like another pack of this super comfy cotton underwear. So it's coming, it will arrive on Monday, so I may even have some time for a wash, so it dries and it's ready to be worn. But it's just like, this is my panicked brain and the need to be prepared for everything. And of course we are not going to be like in the wilderness, so basically if anything happens that suddenly I need 42 pairs of underwear, I can just like, we're going to be driving around Ireland, we can just like take a bit of a detour on our way and just go to the city somewhere and buy some more. But still, just like my brain is in a full panic mode and so on. I need to be prepared for everything. And as I said before in one of my videos, I have definitely issues. Oh my god, do you see how gorgeous it is? I have definitely issues with my shoes. So I do hope that the weather is going to be dry-ish, because if not, I got myself the silicone shoe covers, because I don't have like a normal waterproof shoes or hiking shoes. For 6'8", just like a quick count. Yes, so we're done with this line. So yeah, that will be fun, but I am very, very excited. Of course, one of the things that was definitely packed straight away after weeks of wondering what I should choose is my cross-stitching. And of course we are going for 12 days, so I will definitely have so much time to stitch in general. Now I do hope that I will be able to stitch in the car. So I'm taking 4 projects with me. At least for now, I'm taking 4 projects with me. Let's see if I decide to cut it down to 2. And I already printed out the pattern parts that I will be working on, so I don't need to take my tablet as well, because I just don't want to leave any electronics in the car when we just like go for hikes and so on. So, and as we are going to be traveling between places, and basically we're staying in a different place every night, so there is no way to just like leave things in hotels and B&Bs and so on, so it needs to be in the car with us. That's why we are trying to limit the amount of electronics we are taking. My boyfriend, he's leaving his iPad, I'm leaving my tablet here, so we don't need to worry about things like that. Tomorrow I also have like I told you about my last visit at the dermatologist, who was a huge Richard. But he recommended me a moisturizer because I am struggling, especially now when the weather is changing and so on. My skin is reacting very much to that as well, and it is getting super dry, like on the cheeks and so on. So he recommended me a moisturizer, and I told him that this is just like with this company with moisturizers, I had issues in the past. I don't know what is in them, and these are like this real pharmacy brands, can you say it? And that should be hypoallergenic and so on. They should cause no issues. He said that this is just like super sensitive. For super sensitive skin, everything is fine and so on. So I got it. I've been using that for some time, but at the moment, as the weather is changing, so in more and more places you have like heating on and so on, so of course my skin on my cheeks is getting drier. I started using that twice a day as recommended, and unfortunately my eyes reacted to that again. So, and it is said that it just like if it happens, usually it just like goes away after about 2 weeks. Just sorry, but I am not going to run around like a kitten with eyes crusted over for 2 weeks before it potentially gets better. Let me just like move my thread here because I'm finishing, so we're just going to do the waist end. It looks so good, so I'm not going to do that for 2 weeks because it's just like it's annoying, and my eyes are just like getting glued over, crusted over, and I feel absolutely terrible. So I am looking for something else, and I already decided that as I told you, getting an appointment with the dermatologist in general is a problem here. But I found an amazing beautician here, and super sweet girl. And I spoke to her, and I was just like, can we just meet and you could do the skin analysis for me and so on. She was just like, yeah, that's okay, maybe she can recommend something. I just like, there are so many things that I would like to finally get help with. In general, my skin is is often very, very dry, and like for example on my shins, during winter, if I basically don't moisturize like twice a day, I'm going to end up with like this tiny cracks. It's like almost like eczema. So I would like to finally get somebody who can help me. And don't judge me on my weight. Oh my god, it looks so good. This color just pops on this fabric. I know it's just the beginning, so you don't see everything yet, but I think that I'm just going to continue with this letter I. Let's do the counting together now, because I'm going to park the thread. Let me just mark it off here. Okay, oh, we already have 35 stitches, awesome. And now I need 7 to the next one from here. 1, 2. Okay, once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I do hope we are in the right place here. Hello, Peppa. Okay, she still didn't notice the threads, so we are lucky here. Okay, let me just mark it that we parked, and we can go to the next color. So the next color, I even have it in order here, is 3607. We're starting to fill in the letter. I am so at the moment used to using one thread only, because this is what I'm doing on my full coverages, that at the moment just like preparing 2 threads, it's just so strange. Even with the loop start, as you can see, I need to do it very, very consciously, so I know where everything goes. Bonk, we are here. These 2 colors look so good together. I can just see now that the sun is coming out. That would explain my headache. Oh my god, there's just like I'm going to be telling you about all the issues I have. But oh well, we're friends. So I am thriving in autumn. I absolutely love when it's just greyish, when it's raining and so on. I feel amazing then. But I have problems with weather changes. If the weather changes the other way around, so if it's just warm and so on, it gets to it gets to like more rainy part, I will just like get a bit sleepy, but it's okay. However, if we have a few days of rain and suddenly the weather decides to change to something warmer, and it seems that it may be the case for a couple of days, I am getting hit in my head very, very intensely. So I can really tell you that the weather is changing, that the nicer weather is coming, and so on. Let me railroad that a bit so we have nicely looking stitches here. Perfect. I'm catching on this tail all the time. And it wasn't so nice. Just need to do that like that. So today when I woke up, I was just like, what the heck is happening? Of course, as the holidays officially started for us, we went to bed later than usual yesterday, or I went to bed later than usual, because as I told you, I am finally watching Game of Thrones. It only took me 10 years to get to that. This is my ADHD brain, and if you tell me to watch something that everyone is watching, my brain will tell you nope. And it's not that I want to, but I just like it. It's almost as if I physically wasn't able to. It's so strange. But finally we're watching that at the moment. We are on season 6, I think. So of course yesterday, oh god, it looks so good. So yesterday we were watching a bit later, and okay, let me just quickly check that, because this is going to be a movement of another thread, so I think that I'm in the right space here. Yeah, come. So I thought that I was going to just sleep a bit longer as well. No, I live in a Bavarian village, and in general Bavaria is very, very religious, let's say. Lots of Catholics, and I have church just around the corner. And basically today the church bells went crazy. It just like, I don't know if I never noticed that before on Sundays or whatever, but it was just like going from basically 8:30 to 8:45 non-stop. Maybe I'm missing some kind of like church holiday or whatever, I don't know, but basically I was brutally woken up, and normally I would probably woke up at around 9 in these circumstances after just staying up too long. But these bells, they just got me. So I was already like woken up and feeling just like a bit like hidden by the bus. But then I was just like walking around, everything is fine. But now, as the weather is definitely getting sunnier, I feel that in my head now, both not sleeping enough and the weather change. So I have my coffee here. I hope that this is going to help, and I won't need to I won't need to rely on painkillers, but I need to be very, very mindful of that, because if I don't catch this kind of headache in time, it has a huge probability to turn into a beautiful, beautiful migraine, and I really don't want that today. As I have most of the things ready, so I would like to start packing. So that's number one. And number two, we are going to ice hockey game tonight because the season started. But before that, we have nothing planned. We have totally nothing planned, so I can just like sit and stitch, and I do want it. So you are going to see in one of the next videos, because this is the first that is going to be published, but the last that I film for the time I'm not here. You will see that there is one, a new start, two, a new method. So I started this pattern using Royal Rose, and the thing is that I used to do something similar when I was doing my first aid, but of course without like the rule that this is like 10 by 20 and so on. But there was so much, like such a nice structure, and I was just like flying through this pattern. So I was craving something to get myself more organized in my stitching. So okay, let's try that. And it just like reminded me of this amazing flow that I had with my first aid, and I like it. And basically with the new starts, within 2 days I managed to stitch 1100 stitches. They know that there was just like four colors or something, but still that was going well. So today I wanted to continue on my Anne of Green Gables. Yesterday I was just like touching that a bit and using like the Royal Rose method, and it was going really well, so I really wanted to continue. Okay, we're done with this color in this letter, so let me just like count out. This time we have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, I'm dragging this one with me. Yeah, 8. Good. I do hope that I'm in the right place, but the parking part is not that important here. And the last color, it's 333. Oh, come on. The thread doesn't want to go out. Okay, got it. And then here. And again, as you can see, it's just a start where we are. So yeah, I would like to see how Royal Rose are working on Anne of Green Gables. And if that works, maybe I'm just going to start converting other things as well to that. But I am not making any big plans because, as we know, in my case, it changes very, very often. So I don't want to just plan, do everything, and then just decide that I don't like it. So I am going to do what I was always doing. I am letting the pattern decide how it wants to be stitched. Because some of the patterns that I have, they basically tell me what they want from me. I know it sounds strange, but this is how I feel. So just like some of them want to be more organized, and this is just like, okay, you can do whatever, but within one page. The others are just like, oh, let's go in columns. And others are just like, wee, extreme cross country, let's go on an adventure. So yeah, that's why I am not going to plan anything. Like Anne of Green Gables was, I think, that the most organized of all of my full coverages in terms of stitching method, so I thought that it was going to be like a good idea to start and check on that. Especially that I didn't touch it this month at all. So I think that I should just shut up and never tell about any of my projects that it is going to be my focus piece. Because the moment I do that, just like, whoop, nope, you don't feel like stitching on that at all now. So that's why I'm not saying anything. We're just dealing with that. Oh God, I love it so much. It looks so good. This is definitely going to be the project that makes me super happy. I love all the patterns that they have from Luthean Art Shop. Oh, so I didn't mention that initially this pattern was a part of the Patreon. However, at the moment it is available in Meltem's shop because I was pushing on that, and this is just like, this is too good to wait, and especially that it's Halloween is coming and so on. There are lots of like spooky things coming up, and this is just like, this is spooky but neon, and I love it. So I was pushing her, just like, please put it in your shop, like, I beg you for that. More people need to be able to access it, so I'm definitely going to put the link to the pattern down below. But yeah, I really love all her patterns. They're just like so well made. I got my Charlie and Peppa portraits, the stained glass ones, from hand. I think that it was first commission. And again, I begged her if we just just she said that she never did that before, and just try, please. And since then, I dare to say that we became friends, and I love her personality and her patterns. Her patterns are just like so scrumptious. Okay, now we're playing thread chicken, so we need to use my right hand. I don't think that is going to work, but it's half a stitch here. Half a stitch, you need to be enough. As you can see, starting from the other side, because it was easier for me to catch from this way. Okay. And now we're using the back of the needle to just push it in. Okay, and we did it. So just like I would need to remember to anchor that from the bottom later, but yay! So we have an eye, my lovely people. We have an eye. Let me just mark my stitches here. Good. And so far we did 86 stitches. And this is 1.17% already. Let me just get a bit of my coffee first. Before we move to the next letter. So now let's hope that I didn't make any huge mistakes when counting before. A bit of off-camera thread licking. At least I hope it was off-camera. We're not creating this kind of content here. Again, just like the beginning is always so difficult to just like to know in just 2 by 2. I think that I went a bit too far. 1, 2. Okay, where are you? 2. One. Okay, guys, I'm just going crazy. Once again, this is just like there was like a bit thicker thread in here. This is linen, so 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here. So I'm just going to make it. Okay, it looks massive. It looks huge. What's wrong with me? Am I in the right place? Just do that. Oh, it's actually correct. Okay, let's do it. Again, a bit more counting things. Sorry, I'm just like super close to the camera again. I think that I'm hitting you with my glasses. God, that's good that I don't have front camera at the moment, because I am sitting there counting these tiny threads with my tongue out, because it helps. We know it has been, for sure it has been scientifically proved that sticking out your tongue when you are doing something gives you some extra power to do the said thing. Maybe I need a front camera so you'll see what's happening like behind the camera when you just watch me stitching, what my face is doing when I am a bit quiet. But yeah, I basically started thinking, of course, this is just like, it's all in the thinking, it's not even in the making. So I cannot even tell you that this is a planning phase, because that would be too big of a statement here. But I would really love in the future to have like a proper setup for doing live streams where we can connect in the real time and so on, for people, for example, don't do other social media, or they just like YouTube and just connecting through comments and so on. So that would be amazing. But of course, it's a bit of a different setup in general, so I would need to think. I definitely just mess up in the placement of the other one. Let me just quickly check if that's on the... Yeah, this is the same line. So I would need to move the pink thread, but that's in a moment. So just like, get a 2-camera view, and maybe a different microphone and so on, and have something more stable than what I'm using now, because now it's sometimes, I know how shaky things can be, but you need to bear with me, because I'm just filming on my phone, because I really like the microphone in here. This is a very unprofessional setting here. I just do hope, because I just realized that I didn't clean the lens before. So I do hope that you can see everything without like extra fog just flying somewhere around. Now we're doing good, I think. Did I do 2 threads, 1 thread? Whatever am I doing here? 20, I think so. Yes. And I'm also thinking, and I'm just like mentioned in one of the videos that I filmed already, but you haven't seen them yet because they are scheduled for a later date. This is going to be confusing, guys. I mentioned that I started wondering if I should look into getting a Facebook account, just talking about connecting to people differently, because maybe this way I would also get to know about more retreats and so on, so I could travel and meet people in person as well. This is just something that I really crave at the moment, just connecting with more people and being able to get this kind of personal thing, be closer to all of you. At the moment, definitely like traveling to the US is out of the question, but UK has all these lovely retreats and so on, like the Essex retreat happening like now. It is organized by Teresa Little Stitcher and Ellie Wally Stitcher, yeah. And it's just like, I always feel like such a huge FOMO, because basically it is happening in a hotel that is near the airport, that I usually land at when I'm visiting my parents. So it's just like, I could be there, it's not a problem, but I am just like, too late anytime when like the new one is announced and so on, the lists. So I was just like, I need Facebook, I need to be on Facebook, I need to just get all this information early enough that I can insert myself into everything. So tell me what you think. Would you like to connect with me if I were on Facebook? And is it possible? Let me just flip it, because I know that I messed up with the other one, so I'll just try to remove it here and to insert it in the correct place. And do you know if this is possible to actually be on Facebook without giving your real name and surname and so on? Because that's why I am not on Facebook, because I don't want to connect. Sorry if anyone catches that and watches that. I don't want to connect with people from my elementary school. We haven't seen each other for millions of years. And now you're just trying to catch me there and just telling me how happy you are to see me there. And if I have a moment to speak about this amazing business opportunity that you just got involved with. So that's why, if that was possible, I would prefer to be there. If at all, I would prefer to be there as covered in floss and really use it only for stitchy stuff. I don't need anything else. It stitches up super quick, and the colors are just it feels as if they were healing something in me. Maybe I am embracing the 80s, 90s kiddo in me that absolutely hated this tracksuit sets. Do you remember? They are getting popular again. Just I don't understand why. That they were just this they were crumpled and from this thin material. I have no idea what the name in English was. And I always hated them because of the texture of the fabric, but I loved the colors. And I don't know why, but I know why, but this color is just for these letters remind me of that so much. I think I'm going to insert the picture somewhere here so you know what I'm talking about. So I loved them just looking at them, but I hated wearing them because of the fabric they were made of. So this here now just makes me so happy because the colors remind me of that, but without all this crumpling, crinkling, and all this. Just like when you were walking and the fabric was rubbing on fabric. The sound. Hated that. But you know what? I'm just thinking, when I'm back from Ireland, we are still going to have a few days of holidays. So maybe I'll just play a bit and try to do a live. What do you think? What would be the best day in your opinion? Like midweek or somewhere over the weekend? Both. Unfortunately, then over the weekend it's not going to work because we are going to a party, and this is my boyfriend's mom. Okay, I just wanted to say my boyfriend's mom's husband. I'm going to say my father's-in-law. Not officially. 17th. Not 17th. 70th. 70 TH. Birthday. And there is just a huge party planned on Saturday, so we are happy that it worked like that we are going to be back already, still have some time off, so we can party together with them. But there's just they're really planning a party. So from what I know, there was just a catering company, some places booked, and they got married only last year. Oh my god, I'm so confused at the moment. Last year, I think. And their wedding was also so much fun. They're just so amazing people. It's just, I'm so lucky with my boyfriend's family. They're just fun and they love each other so much that when you are just together with them, you laugh constantly and you feel that you're among people that are so loving and so supportive and so on. So just I truly cannot wait for this party, because it's been a moment since we were all together in one place, so I cannot wait. So I'm really happy that it worked out, that we are back from our holidays and so on. We can join them. So I won't be able to do that over the weekend. That's why I am thinking about maybe first somewhere in the middle of the week. What do you think about the 3rd or the 4th? So that would be... Okay, no, I don't have my calendar in front of me, so of course I'm just going to be improvising with dates, but I think that I'm going to just do a community post, just letting you know that it's going to happen, and maybe in the middle of the week. It's going to be better, because maybe less people can join. So if that's a complete disaster, less people would witness that. Let's see. As you can see, guys, I have ideas. So that wouldn't be definitely like a very professional live stream setting, because I do not have the technical things that I would need there, but that could be a good start. We could see what's happening. So we could chat, I could maybe stitch a bit with you, like live and so on. So I could just like, in the real time, get to know what you are stitching on. That sounds exciting, if I may say so. Okay, but I think that I'm going to be finishing with this thread, and I will let you go. We are already over an hour anyways. It's just like, it's so nice to just sit and stitch with you, even if I'm just spending an hour talking to myself. But what really, really makes me happy, just like, you like it. Sitting with me, listen to my rumbling and so on. So it makes my tiny heart really, really happy. And I always say that even if I see that there is only one person there that enjoys my videos and watches them more regular, I will keep doing them. Because if something that I make, something that I do, makes at least one person happy, it's worth doing it. And there would be 2 people, because it makes me happy as well. Okay, my beautiful friends. So we have I, and we have the beginning of P. The colors are stunning. I'm in love. We'll be finishing now. Together we did 152 stitches out of 7,365, and we are now at 2.06%. So that's a very, very good start. So thank you so much. I wish you an amazing Monday and the week ahead, and you're going to still have content from me, even if I'm not there, because I got prepared. So thank you once again for spending your time with me. I love you all. I hope that you have lots of stitchy time.